Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Titanic Gamer Dude here, and welcome back to my Let's Play Resident Evil Revelations guide. So, this is episode 3. I forgot what it's called. I know chapter 4 is called Metamorphosis. But this is Claire's campaign, and this is probably one of the longer chapters with Claire. And we have two buildings we have to go into before we fight the boss of Chapter 3. The boss of Chapter 3 can be pretty tricky if you don't know what you're doing, because that boss has a lot of long-range attacks, and these attacks do quite a bit of damage. And getting caught by this boss can easily take most of your health away on no escape difficulty. And you don't want that to happen. Although Chapter 4 is the shortest chapter in the game, it has the Misery Bringer's Glasps, and those things are an absolute nightmare to deal with on Chapter 4. But thankfully on Chapter 3 there's not a single one, and they're the only enemies that are on Chapter 4 on Claire's campaign. They exclusively appear there, and that is where they are the most bullshit. So you can go over there and read a note if you want, but you want to come over here. Wait a minute. I think we have to read this first. No, I don't want to jump on that. Okay, retina scan. No, we have to read the note. Prometheus. Oh, the neighbors are leaving. So we want to come over here after you read the note. Alright, I have no magnum bullets. Let me reload my TMP. I have no herbs either. So things are going to get pretty bad. They can be. But the enemies on this stage, there's going to be Afflicted. There's going to be Sploders. There's going to be Ironheads. There's going to be a unique puzzle coming up. And this is how we're going to do this. Stay there. There's going to be some enemies. There's one. Ooh, but thankfully Morozov regenerates. So, there we go. Yeah, upgrade the crowbar. It does so much damage. Ah! There we go. Just because the Sploder is down does not mean it is out. It has this, they can mutate into Sploders. Just like that. But thankfully, done and gone. So the main point of this is to get in there, to get the retina, and do we go this way? I don't think we do. It's locked, isn't it? Nope. Empty bottle though. So this place has a unique puzzle. So I want decoy bottle. And there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the next building. But this door is locked. So you can't go through this door just yet. So you want to come up to the top, go up the stairs. I'm going to tell Claire to stay there. Hit this glass open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead. Handgun ammo is always nice. Gunpowder. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, if you're able to run at opponents and use your crowbar, enemies take a lot more damage. Come on. There we go. So I'm just going to wait for this guy to wake up and mutate into a Sploder. Will he? Alright, that's fine. So with that said, the puzzle here is pretty unique. So what you want to do is you want to take this key, or you want to take this artificial eye, crouch down. The AI will crouch down, so don't worry. The door will close. The barricade will pop. A barricade will cut off the door. The spikes are going to come down, and after you're done, you want to put the eye back, the artificial eye back. Get the key. Come on, get the key, and go out of the room. And then you want to come over this way. An enemy should bust out of the door. It's an iron head, but you can completely ignore that guy. Oopsie. Then you want to run down to the bottom, first floor. You want to open this door, the processing plant key. Now you're going to be in this room. And the tricky part on this room is don't go down there. There's a riddle over here in case you don't know, and it says, lost in the dark, shed some light on your situation. So this is what I'm going to do. No. You don't want to go down there with... You don't want to go down there with Claire. You want to come down here with Moira, because this is the riddle. If you do not stay on the footprints, you are going to instantly die, because the lasers will shoot you up. Do not be scared. But see that over there? Yeah. Yep, you want to follow the prints. The footprints. As you can see, if you follow the footprints, you'll be alright. And done. Now that I've told Moira to follow me. Oh, this guy's just standing here. Alright, that's fine. Okay, here comes an enemy. Guy's in a really awkward position. I'm gonna tell Moira to follow me, and now we got to do some backtracking. There's a Sploder right here. I'm just going to do this. Easy way to avoid him. There's the Ironhead guy. Is he in here? Nope, that's fine. Hurry and come in here. And now we want to replace. We want to get this artificial eye. Replace it with the glass eye, because the artificial eye is actually a key item. Now we come back here and we use it for the retina scan. Wow. There we go. Stupid infected. Alright. Where's another one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, exploded on my face. That's not good. Ooh. That's not good. I heard something. Alright, you pick it up. Yep, this is the replica liver. Let's dodge out of here. Oh no, he's right there. No. Come on, hurry. Yeah, because if you're hurt like this, you can't run. So you always want to have evade extension on and evade cancel for mobility purposes. Alright, I have one herb, but if I'm good enough, I should be able to get to the red herb coming up. Okay, the red herb coming up is going to be over here in this building. It's not too far away. I guess we can put this lever in. This part of the lever. And this second building is going to have a more difficulty to it, because there's going to be a Vulcan blubber, and there's just going to be one, and it is going to be patrolling a certain area, and those things can take quite a bit of damage, and they are just very annoying. So I'm just going to have a fire bottle, and I have a decoy bottle and a firebomb bottle. This is going to be useful because if you alert it accidentally, a bunch of enemies are going to come out of the ventilation system but there's going to be a point when you get the other half of the liver, it's going to alert. It's going to be automatically alerted to your presence. It's going to go It's going to automatically go aggro. Okay, I'm going to combine. There, I got 3. I heard an enemy. There it is. There we go. I don't want to shoot the face because fuck. That's not good, because now when I come back here, these are going to be in the way. That's not good. Damn it. But I'll have to deal with it. Now when we come down here, there's going to be a Vulcan blubber. It hasn't spawned yet, though. Come down here. You do not want to get noticed by this thing early. You don't, because if you do, you're going to have to deal with enemies, because you want to go in that room last. Which way is he coming? Damn it. I don't want to move. There he is. Come on, Moira. He's coming. Fuck. Oh no, that's not good. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you get caught, these enemies become alerted to your presence. And now he's coming this way. Fuck! No! This is not good. This is not how I wanted this to go. Fuck! I do not want to deal with this guy right now. Everything is going wrong. Shit. No, you don't. Fucking... This is totally not good. I totally did not want this to happen. And see, the problem here is when there's enemies on the field, there's enemies on the screen, and you're dealing with bulky enemies like the Vulcan blubber, you don't want to switch, because if you do, then what's going to happen is since your main character doesn't regenerate health when you take damage, it's going to be permanent damage, and that's what you don't want. And there it is. Did I die? Nope, I didn't. That Vulcan blubber can display deceivingly fast bursts of speed. Oh, fuck. Made me waste a shot. Damn it. Everything is like going wrong. Everything I didn't want to happen is happening. Nice. Real nice. Oh, there he is. Fuck. Shit. I can just distract him. Oh my gosh. Alright, I don't want to run too far. I don't want him to run at me. Come on. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Now that that half is finally done. No. You wait. You have these blades. And what's going to happen is you're going to take this key. And these blades are going to rotate. You want to crouch under the blade. And then just have Claire do the stupid camera. You want to have Claire do this. Let her follow me. Damn it. There we go. And now we're going to have to... I didn't reload my shotgun. Now things reset. If he sees me... Well, so what? Yeah, things reset when you go into the room. I didn't want to damage him. I just wanted to kill the Afflicted because the Afflicted are going to be the main problem with their speed and ferocity. So now that those are gone, going in here is going to be a breeze. And now we're pretty safe. There are going to be some Afflicted and some Sploders that drop in from the ventilation system, but they're not going to be too much of a hassle. So I'm going to pick this up with Claire. I'm going to have her pass me, Moira pass me ammo. I have a lot of ammo now. No. You stay there. Moira makes a really good punching bag for the enemies, considering she takes damage, but you know, she's a supporting character, so she can just heal it off. And that's the power of a support character. If you're not comfortable playing this game on the hardest difficulty, you can get a buddy, and your buddy can make things easier. Now, before you press that button, I usually switch to my TMP, reload, 80. I crouch because crouching gives you better ammo. And the gimmick here is you need to grind up meat. So press the A button, have your character, or have Moira hold it. Your cursor will glow. One. I think after 2 more enemies are going to come down and hurt Moira, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. Well, I missed, so that sucks, but there's nothing I can do about that except wait for this one. Or is it this one? Alright, let me just get off of this. Alright. You're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy fuck. These enemies take quite a beating on this difficulty. Dead. Alright. Hold up. There we go. Another one. And done. Too bad I can't skip this cutscene, but you know what? That's fine. So now that we have this other part of the liver, we can now get the heck out. And now all the enemies in the room coming up here are going to be aggro. Yeah, that is a very bad move. So now what you want to do is you want to run over here. I have my decoy bottle out, and there's going to be an iron head that's going to come out this way. There's going to be some, yeah, those guys. So you want them to blow up. Make sure you switch to your firebomb. You want to make sure you tell Moira to come here. Use your fireball on this guy. Oh, fuck, that's not good. Alright, come on. I made it out. That's good. That's really good. I can get out this way. I'll be good. Yes, I made it. So since I'm bleeding out, I'm not going to heal myself. I'm going to let myself bleed out in the lowest interval, and then the status element will cure itself. Yeah, those iron heads do a lot of damage. And this statue actually explodes when you put the liver in it. And I'm just going to have Moira stand there. So my bleed went away. It just blows up. Alright. Come in here. There's going to be a free herb. There always is a free herb. It's guaranteed. Sometimes in that box there's going to be another herb. That's actually a lucky drop, because on this difficulty, herb drops are actually uncommon. Unfortunately, Moira is not going to have a fire bottle, so she'll have to deal with an enemy on her side, and you'll see what's going to happen. So Alex Wesker initiated a self-destruct sequence, and Now she's going to build a place up, and she's going to say, you've been removed from the experiment. And the sequence here is both characters have to turn these valves to stop fire from coming out of these pipes. Because if you try to go through the fire on your own, you're going to die. You don't want that. So what I do here is I just turn this. 1, 2, 3, done. Come over here, press the A button. And there's 2 Afflicted on Claire's side. There's an Ironhead on Moira's side. For some strange reason, this Ironhead is not as aggressive as the other ones and is extremely less likely to run after Claire. 2, 3. Switch over to Claire. Run over here quickly. There's also quite a tricky part coming up where there are 4 doors. If you guess the wrong one, your character is going to be impaled through the torso, through these yellow colored protrusions, and your character is going to get stuck because when you turn it, you put your hand in this hole and it's going. You turn it, and then if you guess wrong again, it locks your hand in and you die. So now coming over here, here's the Ironhead. I just dodge past him. Get this. Come over here. Oh, that sucks. So I have 1 herb. Oh, no, that's not good. Fuck. Yeah, Moira actually can die here. This is one of the few places where she is vulnerable to dying. So do take note of that. And I think that's actually kind of bullshit because everything the game throws at you up from this point at Moira, she cannot die. But during this one point in the game, she is susceptible to dying. And that, in my opinion, is just a little harsh. But what can you do? Now, what I should have done was, if you don't have a firebomb, I'm just going to use my flashlight to stun him. If you can stun him, you'll have enough time to pick up the herb, press X on this, come over here, put it down, and climb up here before he can hit you. You want to hurry, because as I recall, he can get up here. 1, 2, 3, or he can. So now, what you want to do with Claire, I just pull out my shotgun, because there's going to be an enemy, he's going to get up. Take my handgun ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Upgrade a knife fully, get hair splitter. It becomes a really good weapon. Let me just kill this guy. There we go. So now that everybody's here, just gonna jump down. This part can be a little tricky, but you don't want to go over there and open up one of the doors because you're just going to take a gamble. You want to come over here and have Claire push Moira up here. There is a treasure you can unlock here with Moira. If you're fast enough, you can get all this done on your first try, but I did this on my second playthrough. I got the treasure, but that's fine. And now you want to have Moira get behind the door that is not rigged, and you want to make sure it's not rigged. Alright, good. It's all fine. And you want to have Claire do this. And I have to stop the camera right now because it's full. And yeah, I'll pause it here. We'll cut it now. Alright, I'm back. Now we go on to the second part of Claire's campaign on Chapter 3. It's the sewer. This place is done, and now things are going to get really tense. So, unfortunately, you cannot skip this cutscene as I just showed you with the pause button. That place is going to blow up. No debris has fallen on Claire or Moira miraculously. Now things go from bad to worse. This part of the game is probably my least favorite because we go to water physics. You cannot dodge when you're in water, walking in the water. You cannot run when you're in the water, and you're much more vulnerable. Trust me when I say this. When I mean much more vulnerable, I really do mean much more vulnerable. The Afflicted can run at you in water and flank you. A Vulcan Blubber can run in the water. And the only enemies that don't run in water are the Sploders, which, if you let those get close to you and you can't dodge away from them, you're fucked. This part of the game is my least favorite, but it captures the tense part of this game. But once you're in water, you're a sitting duck. You can't dodge, you can't run. So there are these that help somewhat alleviate or mitigate this issue, but still pretty fucking bad. I don't know what the creators were thinking when they designed this part, because there is just no excuse for this. In Resident Evil 6, you couldn't run in the water, but you had faster movement speed, and you could dodge in the water. And that is one part of Resident Evil 6 that I like. Like, the water sections in that game are not poorly designed. They're just annoying. The water section in this game is just poorly designed. There's a Vulcan Blubber up here. There's no point in hiding from him. And what you want to do is you want to come up here. He's going to run down here. I'm just going to take out my TMP, and I am going to just fire at him. There's going to be an enemy coming up here. There's jack shit you're going to be able to do about it. You have to eat this damage. There's just nothing you can do about it, which is really unfortunate. Thankfully, the enemies here can somewhat take the hits for you when it shoots all of that gunpowder, lights the gunpowder and fires it at you, but unfortunately there's not a lot of room to dodge. When the fire lands on the ground, it's kind of like a mine. If you get next to it, you're going to burn, and there's just going to be nothing you can do about it. This part of the game is just poorly fucking designed. There is no excuse for this part of the game, to be honestly. But thankfully, it all ends here. But thankfully, if it lands in the water, it won't hit you. But I'm just going to shoot this in the head, because that's where you want to shoot this thing. You want to shoot this thing in the head. And it can come up here. And unfortunately, when you land in the water, you cannot dodge. And that is a shame, because enemies will just be able to flank you. And since the reloads in this game take quite a bit of time to do, you're just stuck vulnerable. And now that he's dead, we used up a lot of TMP bullets. We still have a fair amount of pistol bullets and a considerable amount of shotgun shells. I died twice on this chapter. That means I'm not going to be able to get my solid S, but this part of this chapter is just bullshit. And the worst part is, it's not over. There's another part coming up where there's going to be quite a bit of Afflicted, there's going to be some Ironheads, and there's going to be some unavoidable Sploders. And unfortunately for me, the TMP is the best weapon you want to use to destroy them quickly and efficiently, because your other weapons are just, they don't shoot fast enough. Their damage per second is just not high enough. And Sploders, when you get next to them, or in a certain area of them pretty close, they are just going to explode. And this part coming up here is just the prelude. Just the freaking prelude. So I'm going to make an explosive bottle. There's going to be Afflicted that are going to come out of the water. And we want to let the bridge down. Here one is. I'm just going to shotgun one of them, because that's the best way to kill them without them getting too close to you. And I have a lot of ammo now, but things could dramatically change. So I'm going to get Moira up here. Now I'm going to have her press this. And now Claire's going to go ahead and get a head start. There's going to be an Ironhead that's going to come up at the top. There's going to be Afflicted that are going to be at the bottom to greet me. And there they are. There's one down. I'm going to reload my gun. You want to quickly get on high ground. Here's an unavoidable iron head here. I just use an exploding bottle. Knock him off his feet. Pick up my submachine gun ammo. Tell Moira to follow me. If you're quick enough, the enemies will not follow you. If they follow you over here, that could be a really bad thing, because these enemies are aggressive and you don't want to go too far to the left over here. You just want to go in the middle. If you're quick enough, the enemies will stop chasing you. But if you're not, unfortunately, they will keep going and they will keep coming after you. You want to duck under this. Get some of this ammo. If possible, if the crates have it, when the tense music stops playing, you're safe. Now coming up here, you want to pick up as much alcohol and just items as possible, and you just want to pass this on to Moira. This part is probably one of the harder parts of the game. Probably one of the hardest, because there's going to be Afflicted that are going to show up, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies. And you have to crawl, you have to walk on these. And there they are, here they come. You don't want to go on that bridge because that's going to collapse. What you want to do, you want to come over here. These enemies are going to climb up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out my shotgun, and I'm just going to end these enemies right here. Because trust me, avoiding these enemies is quite a chore. So killing them, just like that, is going to help a lot. I tell Claire to stay. You jump down here with Moira. Here's a Sploder. Shine your flashlight on him. He should explode before he gets to you. There's going to be some enemies. What I do is I use Claire as a distraction. There's another Sploder. What you want to do, you want to quickly blow this guy up with Moira's flashlight. Then afterwards, you want to jump down, tell Moira to follow you, and hurry. If you're fast enough, you should be able to get over here without much trouble. And then quickly, you want to run up here and climb on the ladder. And hopefully you get up here. You need to get Moira a decent mile away. Not a decent mile, but some feet away. She doesn't have to climb all the way up on the ladder, and you're done with that segment. That segment can get pretty nasty, especially to casual players. So do not feel intimidated, and you might die once or twice, but after that, you should be able to get it done. That part killed me quite a bit. Now over here, there's a note you can read. There's some gunpowder. You're gonna need some fire bottles for this part coming up, because this is the boss, and the boss is, I don't want to spoil it, but the boss can be tricky. I don't have no magnum rounds. Thankfully, I have a considerable amount of TMP ammo, and I have a good selection of fire bombs. Now, during this part, I'm just going to have Moira pass all the herbs on to Claire. And this is one of the few instances in in Claire's campaign where a red herb is going to be coming up. And red herbs in Claire's campaign are few, far, and in between. Another thing that captures the tense moments in this game is your character cannot run forever. In Resident Evil 6, your character could run for a extended period of time. They could run for a very long time, and you could avoid a lot of the tense situations in that game. In this game, you can run, but you can't run forever, and generally that really increases the amount of tension in the game itself. So now, I'm just going to run down the stairs. There are these crates with these explosive canisters in it. You don't want to shoot them. And there are these crates, and these crates, I'll just break these crates now, but I'm going to save the other crates. We want to run up here, and there's going to be an herb. There's going to be some dialogue that stops you from running. You want to go over to, there's a door all the way over there, right there where the cursor's at. The goal is to get over there, and we're going to learn some truth Break this crate. Topaz. That's fine. I have 6 healing items. That should be enough for the boss. But the boss can just... one hit can take off more than half of your health. You can die relatively easily to this boss. So do be careful. This should be over before this camera gets full. So machine pistol ammo, really useful. Machine pistol ammo, really useful. Here's another herb. I got 7. Alright, I was hoping I could get some magnum bullets, because magnum bullets do massive damage, and I have burst shot on it. Yep. So basically, Neil Fisher was a double agent. And if anyone's played Resident Evil Revelations 1, the first one, Morgan Lansdale is the main antagonist, and he passed the torch on to Neil Fisher. And here's the clip. He wants an Ouroboros sample, and she just shot him with it. You never trust a Wesker. Well, you got what you wanted. You don't trust a Wesker. So, I'll just let this speak for itself. Alright. So basically what happens with Neil Fisher is the Ouroboros virus bonds with a system and he mutates. And I guess this is like supposed to be like reminiscent of Code Veronica, but alright. So now Neil Fisher is pretty dangerous. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh, he has to destroy it. Excuse me. Neil Fisher is fast and he is strong. So fire, because he's an Ouroboros victim. He's part of, well, Ouroboros is part of the system. He's weak against fire. So make him blow that up. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. That charge attack, he's pretty fucking accurate when he uses it. So here he goes, he's rushing us. He has a tendency to do it over and over and over and over and over. So I want him to come and focus on me, actually. See, when he goes to the fire, it saps his health away, and that's what you want. And as you can see, Moira is just getting hit a lot. So when he says, I'm burning up, what's going to happen is his Ouroboros core is going to show itself, and you just want to shoot it. When you shoot it, he's going to bust this, he's going to turn around and cool himself off, and this is the part where you want to really unload on his Ouroboros core. Then afterwards, after the fire dissipates, you got some free ammo, and he grows an Ouroboros arm. This arm has a lot of range, and it's deceptively difficult to avoid. The hitbox on the attacks he used with it, where he snatches you, is deceptively large, and it's just ridiculously hard to avoid. Like that attack right there, when his health starts getting low, he starts let go of those Ouroboros cysts, and they stop you, and his attacks do so much damage. Oh fuck, I tried to run and he caught me. Shit. Yeah, I want him to come after me. Yeah, those cysts he let off are just super fucking annoying. Thankfully though, you suffer no damage from the explosion. Shit. Fuck, these Ouroboros cysts. I dodged to his right. I never dodged to his left. Because that arm's attack range is massive. When he jumps up here, get behind one of these pillars. Because he's going to try to grab you. And it won't work if you're behind one of these. Thankfully. Thankfully, he can't charge directly through. Burning up. When he says that, that's the perfect time to shoot him. There we go. Always want to shoot the core. Wow, which one did he come to? Oh, there it is. He went to this one. Come over here. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Yeah, I'm using every ounce of ammo I have. Fuck, they're everywhere. Shit. I went to the fire. Shit. Come on. Come after me. Oh, he's coming after Moira. Those cysts are fucking everywhere. So I'm just gonna shoot him with my pistol. Pick the shotgun ammo up. Okay, where is he at? There he is. Come on, yeah, use that arm. Destroy it. Put yourself on fire. Get behind the pillar. Alright. Ooh, that arm has so much range. Fuck. He's just running at you like this. Just mash the dodge button, because he just does not stop. As you can see, that attack has so much range. He is very aggressive, and he is very vicious and ruthless. And he just does not stop. That is why this fight is dangerous, is because he'll just, okay, he's dead. He'll just rush you and take off a lot of your health and use up a lot of your herbs. And that pillar of flame is still there. I mean, that flame is still there. Any boxes I missed, trust me. The good part about the flames is they always drop ammo. They always drop ammo. So when's this gonna end? Yep, that bolt can be... Oh, magnum bullets. How many did I get? 2. Really useful. And that's the Neil Fisher fight. That fight can be pretty damn tricky. So you open up the elevator and this cutscene is going to happen. Neighbors are getting back. Oh, they're leaving actually. Excuse me. So Neil grabs Moira with his Ouroboros hand or arm. And as you can see, Claire is just knifing. She doesn't want anything to do with Neil Fisher. Fortunately, it cannot be skipped. So this part right here is going to determine if you get the good ending or the bad ending. The good ending is when you let Moira crawl to get the gun, and she'll get over her fear of using guns. And the bad ending is obtained when you let Claire shoot Neil, even though she is closer to the gun. And see how... So you don't want to switch. Well, you don't want to stay with Claire. You want to switch to Moira. Yeah, because Moira's afraid to use guns because she accidentally shot her little sister with a gun when she was younger. So just press the X button now. And these one-liners, and she says, "Go jump on the dildo, boss." She just shoots them. Nice. Nice. No, we can't skip it. It sucks that we can't skip this. But hey, at least Claire's campaign on Chapter 3 is done. When that black screen happens, then you can skip it. And what, I got an S? Well, excuse me, my accuracy was good, my clear time was good. Excuse me, I got an S. So I'll see you next time, all on Barry's campaign on Chapter 3.